Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Gets to the edge at the 30, and he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. Big-time play by McCaffrey. Pickup of 46 yards.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and man, boy, did they ever.
They'll motion a tight end right. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. 17 yards on the game, and now they've got first and goal.
That's another 49er first down. First down and goal to go.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. McCaffrey, and he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Purdy to throw for it on fourth down. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Penix on 3rd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
We'll go play action now with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on third and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point by Romo is good. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Hayden Ellis. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and long. Here's all the man in motion. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And If they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The rookie out of Georgia, Michael Williams, gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Moore to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A second down throw here for Purdy. And that one incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 41 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 49ers offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's McCaffrey. Room up the sideline at the 45. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this 1st quarter. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Purdy now on second down. That's complete to Pearsall. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Motion man is the tight end going right. On third down, here's McCaffrey. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
On comes Thomas Morstead, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
3rd and 2. And Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully And it's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Play action. It's Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And this is third down.
They'll throw. It's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
16.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Gun. Here's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Third down. Purdy. Into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Penix. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming down.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll manage only a couple. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
Jalen Walker. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
That's good.
That is a big gain for the 49ers. 45 yards.
I think that's just a coverage bust defensively, Mike. Somehow they lost track of the big tight end as he's getting vertical. By the time they realize it, he's already in position to make the play. Big-time pitch and catch brings up first and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Moving the tight end right. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will go up by a point here in the second quarter.
Falcons 16.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He fires downfield for Pitts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their 1st. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll go play action now with Penix. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On play action, Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down and goal.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. He's got his tight end, Pretoriano. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. They'll run with Robinson, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and this is 3rd down.
From the gun, here is Penix. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Penix. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down, they need 7. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Pitts is the man in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 49ers' 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That one taken in by London. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Had to be some sort of breakdown on the back end in the secondary, Mike. You just can't allow a receiver to have that much space, not only to catch the ball, but then pick up that many yards after the catch. They're going to have to tighten up now, first and goal. They want to hold them to 3.
Penix now off the bootleg.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll step up and run. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. They'll bring this up to the 22. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, 49ers.
At the 32-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, getting the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. One of the tight ends in motion right. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and short. Purdy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. It's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Atlanta.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Sam Ukuwanu in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Here's Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
For the 2-point conversion.
Now Penix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
Keeps the score. Falcons 22, 49ers 17.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The 49ers out for the punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll go again with Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Open man is Jennings. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
7-yard line.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. second down. Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Purdy now on second down. And he's caught. It's Robinson. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
That's another.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, 49.
At the 13-yard line.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
By James Pierce. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Zach Harrison in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
That's good for
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
It is brought in the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Purdy. He'll swing that out wide, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. You're going to go play action with Penix. Pushed out to his left. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. 1st down and more to the 45. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Mooney in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
Lenore on the tackle. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. With the man, he's got it. It's London. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. another run here for Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Purdy. This one is caught by Robinson. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
3rd down. Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Now, he'll air one out. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's a big play when they need
both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will go up by 7.
Niners 32. Falcons 25.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On play action, Penix. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Cornerbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up and run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
Over the middle, that's his tight end, Fitz. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is third down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 37 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Second down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
2nd and 12.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down, and that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Purdy now on second down. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Again in the air for Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Back to the air is Purdy. Open man is Robinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Forced out wide, and he will get into the end zone. Purdy, touchdown, 49. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Now deep ball from London. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Michael Williams getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. So a win here for the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say, so long from Santa Clara.